Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Dance Teacher Pep Talk. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so glad you are here. This is a space for dance teachers and anyone interested in teaching dance who is looking for motivation and fresh ideas. As teachers, we spend our days motivating and giving pep talks to our students, and now this podcast is a pep talk just for you. We hope that it helps to ignite new ideas and even work through some deep dance related thoughts before you head into the studio. Thank you for your support, and now let's get into today's episode. Hi, dancers. Today's episode on Dance Teacher Pep Talk is specifically for you. I made a special competition pep talk geared towards teachers, and I thought it would be so important to also do the same for dancers because you are the ones that are on that stage and you are the ones that are giving your heart and soul out in every moment as you perform. And I know that we do pep talks backstage with our friends, our teachers, our coaches, but this is one to just also help your mindset as you're heading into a week of events. So pop in your AirPods if you're in the car, or maybe listen to this the night before a big event, and just use this pep talk as a tool for you to center, ground, and connect to the feelings and ideas that we may have in our weekend ahead. So let's all start by taking a nice deep breath in, a long inhale, and a long exhale. Keeping that breath going. This might feel like a very rush time. If you're listening to this in the morning, maybe you're absolutely exhausted and you're heading in for your call time. But don't forget to take a breath. No matter how hard you're rushing, maybe you're doing your makeup and your hair, take the time to breathe because you're going to have a lot of physical activity going on today. So making sure you're connecting to your breath is so very important. My biggest tip today, my biggest part of today's pep talk and reason for it is to really remind and encourage your presence and awareness of every moment that you can take in this weekend. We know that you have been working so hard on your pieces, you've memorized your dances, you have been training, drilling, practicing, performing, maybe for other friends in the studio setting, for your teachers, and now you're taking the work that you do on a stage. And something that is so beautiful about that is we have worked so hard to get to this point. We have trained so hard to get to this point. So don't forget to, in those moments when you're on stage and backstage, soak it in. Find a moment where you're really present. You're not running through your piece in your mind. You're not worried or thinking about what's to come, but you are looking around. You're seeing yourself, you're seeing your dance friends, you're seeing dancers from other studios and the inspiring work that they do. And just take a moment to really let that soak in because it is a beautiful thing. And one day you probably are going to miss that. And taking it all in only takes a couple seconds. Find that present moment in everything that you can, and also acknowledge how incredible it is that you are where you are today. Because the work that you have done up until this point is a lot. Your body's gone through a lot, your mind's gone through a lot, and now it is time for your heart and soul to bring all of that out on the stage. There are times, especially when we are feeling nervous or feeling worried, where we may feel disconnected from our bodies. And that can be a really difficult thing for us as dancers because we use our bodies as a tool for our performance. And so if you're feeling so much up in your head, you're running through things, you're running through thoughts, or you're worrying about something, or you're thinking about the quick changes you have up ahead, if you feel that energy up high, remind yourself it's time to take a moment to ground. And one way that we can do this is to really focus on getting out of your head and into your body. So things that can help with that is grounding, taking a seat on the ground, literally getting as close to the ground as you can, finding your breath there in the moment. Even take a moment to just hold a plank, feeling the ground beneath your hands, feeling it through the balls of your feet, or taking a child's pose moment, just really grounding and connecting. You can even take your hands and physically place them on your body, put them on your heart. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you are connected to this body and the worries and thoughts that you have up in your mind are there, but our body is going to be what carries us through. One of my favorite exercises comes from Franklin Method, and it's a means of getting your nervous system ready to perform and ready to dance. And so what it involves using your hands to start off by sponging throughout your body. So just like as if your hand had a sponge in it and you're just sponging yourself, and then taking 2 fingers and poking around. And then taking your hand as if it were a brush and just brushing. You're brushing off that energy. And then just shaking your limbs, shaking your head, shaking your torso. And what that does is it allows yourself and your nervous system to really reconnect. And when you do that warm up, I really can guarantee you are going to be less in your head and you are going to be more in your body. So that's a great tool if you're feeling nervous or you're feeling disconnected from your body itself. Grounding, as I mentioned, is really important too. And even ahead of the competition event, visualizing what it is that you hope to achieve in your weekend. Picture how your dances go. Picture how your interactions with your friends would go. Picture just the feeling and vibe of what you are doing there. That can also help you to prepare for what's ahead. Making sure too that you're taking the time to watch other dancers from other studios perform, because that is going to serve as a great source of inspiration for you. And take it in as a learning tool, not as a tool that is going to make you nervous because, oh my gosh, that dancer is so good and I don't have those elements in my solo. And what is that going to mean for me? Take a look at it as everyone bringing something to the art that is their own, that is unique to their own, and find the ways that you can bring your uniqueness to this art that you are sharing. Don't think of this weekend necessarily as a means of competition. Think of it as a means for you to share your heart and let the rest follow. A reminder too that if something doesn't go your way this weekend, it happened. Acknowledge it, feel that, and continue on. Learn from that, and know that there are more chances ahead. Sometimes when we're in that mode where we're going through our piece and a mistake happens, we can easily get into our head and shut down. Don't let it shut you down. Rise above that, because you are human after all, and we all make mistakes. And know that there are so many ways that we can redeem ourselves. But number one, it's not about the mistakes that are happening. It's about the love and joy that we're sharing. And we are all here as dancers to compete, yes, but we're here as dancers to share. And allow that to be something that is a motivating factor for you in this week, so that if something does happen, you know how to move through that. Reach out to your teachers and coaches. Reach out to friends that you trust on the team if you need to vent or talk through something. Know that they're there for you in that way. You don't have to keep things bottled up or held within. There is a support system that surrounds you and is there to encourage you. So utilize that. Before you even hit the stage this weekend, I want you to take a moment to really acknowledge and feel how proud of you that you are. You have come so far. You have been working most likely for months on these pieces. You have put a piece of yourself into every single one of these pieces. That in and of itself is such a beautiful thing. We can be so proud of that. And so whatever happens this weekend, go in with this feeling that you have now. You've done so much already that has brought you to this point. Not even talking about the competition pieces you've learned for this season, but the training that you've had for years and years prior to this moment. You have dedicated so much time to your craft. You are so committed to your team. And this is a time for you to just share in that and to have fun. Have fun with your friends. Meet new dance friends at these events. There's not many times where we get to collaborate or see and view other studios from the area or from afar that are traveling in. Take this time to meet each other, because number one, you all have the same common goal, and that is to share what you love so much, and that is dance. There have been events where dancers of mine have met their college roommates, or they've met people that they dance beside in a convention and workshop setting. And it is such a beautiful time to just make those connections and to build those friendships. I hope you all have an incredible weekend ahead. And like I said, you've already gained so much so far from being where you are right now as you head into this event. Don't forget to take deep breaths through this event. Make sure you're catering to your basic needs, drinking water, snacking, keeping your body fueled. You're also having the time to connect with others if you're needing, if there's anything heavy on your heart or your mind, that you talk through it and you work through that. And also to just find the joy and presence in every moment and to take it all in. Looking around your surroundings and just reveling in the fact that you are at this incredible event, sharing what it is that you love the most. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I am cheering you on, just as your teachers are. I appreciate you listening to this episode so much, and I hope that it gives you calm and presence as you head into this weekend ahead. Good luck, everybody.